G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm David. Today we've got a little root over rock ficus. It's a ficus benjamina. Been working on it for, a few years now. Pretty happy with how the roots have turned out. I don't know why I have tie-on wires still on there. They've been on there for about a year. Crikey. There's no way that thing's going to go anywhere in that pot, I can tell you. That pot will be actually jam-packed with roots from that tree. Anyway, been working on it for a couple of years, maybe 3 years. Pretty happy with how these roots have turned out. Got some nice thick roots going down. Got some nice gaps. This is actually petrified wood, similar to the piece that I'm using for the Melaleuca, root over rock, but nowhere near as big. I'm not happy with the top of the tree. It's that one area that I haven't done much work on, and I look at it and I think how bloody terrible it looks, but I procrastinate and I don't do anything about it because I'm at a loss as to what to do with it style wise. It just looks like a bloody great mess to me. But the worst thing you can do for a bonsai is to do nothing at all. So today I'm going to do something. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna rip in and probably clean a lot of the foliage out, a lot of the branches out. There's a lot of really thick growth up in the top here that it looks bloody awful. So yeah, I don't know. I have been warned about pruning benjaminas back too hard because they may not reshoot again. I think that's going to have to be a risk that I'm just going to take, and we'll suss it out and see what happens. I have given it some pretty hard prunes in its lifetime, and so far so good. But yeah, I don't know. Every time I look at it, I did cut a big branch off here that's healing over nicely, which puts a bit of curve in the trunk, so we might use that as the main trunk line going up this way. But I don't know that I want it this high. Maybe it should come right back and be a shorter tree. Just no, I'm going to get rid of that bloody tie-in wire because that's ridiculous. And I'm surprised that hasn't left a bloody great mark on that root, which it hasn't. Oh, tiny mark. That's alright. So we might just cut some of these branches off that are coming back towards the middle of the tree, try and open it up a little bit, and just see what we're looking at. It's super thick, super thick. So I don't know if I should try and bring some of these branches down and then let them shoot up. Try and get a wide canopy on the tree. I kind of feel like that might be the go. Try and wire a couple of these down. You know how those big old ficuses you see in parks and stuff, like they're just massive wide trees, and the branches just seem to go out forever. Some of them even send more aerial roots down for support, which is pretty cool. I don't really want this one to do that. I don't even know if a benjamina will do that, to be honest. Well, there's a little aerial root coming out here and here, so maybe it would. But I'm wondering if maybe we couldn't do something like that. Bring some of these branches down and start to establish that big wide canopy. You'd probably want to do that with two fairly low branches, maybe that one and that one. Probably hang that bloody rooster off one of them to bring it down a bit. Mongrel thing. So if we were to do that, would I leave? I'd probably leave one of these as a back branch. Yeah, I'll take the lower branch and we'll leave that one, and I might wire it out from the trunk a little, just to give it a little bit of depth out the back, a bit of foliage growing out there. Might bring this one down. Maybe once it's opened up, it may even shoot some more stuff out of here. It's going to be very hard to put movement into these branches. I think they're fairly flexible. I don't know, I've got some nice thick wire here. But yeah, we'll do that. Maybe I'll get a bit of spread on a couple of these. I won't prune these back too much. I might cut the ends off them once I wire them down. And we'll just see what happens growth-wise. Do we want the rest of the top of the tree? Might wire those two down. And then we'll see what happens. Hold on, tree. I'm going around the leg again. That's better. So, it's a little bit difficult to get any movement in these things because they're probably a little bit thick. But we can try, can't we? Right, we bring that one a little bit to the front. That one there I'll probably bring out to the front a little bit too. Right. Keep that a little bit lower than the back one, maybe. Or should we try and get a bit of movement in that one? God almighty. Might go around that one again. Just bring it down. Maybe just down. That should give us some sort of a start on some big wide spreading branches. I'll let that one go out the back a little bit, give us a bit of depth. Probably just trim them back a bit. They don't need to be very long, those ones. They're more to give you a little bit of foliage at the back rather than that two-dimensional tree. So I reckon we'll probably just snip a lot of these back. I'm not going to take too much care with this because I doubt that much of this is going to be the final design of the tree. I just want to shape those major branches. Maybe induce a bit of shooting further back, maybe. Right, next, do we want to do something with that? It's nearly too long, that one. Although, see, in my mind, I'm imagining a tree, the canopy about yay wide, and like that dome-topped big ficus style. In which case, everything from here up, it's no good. And to get a canopy that high, you'd have to cut it back to here somewhere. So I'm wondering if we shouldn't use that as the trunk line, abandon that completely, pray for some shoots off of here, that we can then start to ramify so that we do get that canopy in here. It's pretty drastic. It's quite drastic. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Never shied away from it before, and I'm not going to start now. So I'll just try and clean that up a bit. Rightio. And all these roots here at the surface, they were all growing up into that fertilizer bag. So it's certainly feeding strong. I'll throw another fertilizer bag back in the same place, a new one. I'm not going to do much more to it than that. I reckon that's probably enough. Plenty of sunlight in here, plenty of foliage to keep stuff growing here. That will eventually be cut back. What I'd like to see is a shoot out of here somewhere, and we can just start dividing and establish that canopy up here all the way across. This can get cut back if we can get some more shoots out a little bit higher. Cut that back and really start developing that nice thick canopy that you see on figs, in a sort of an arch like that maybe. So it's not a huge tree, but enough that you can see this bit of a trunk, you can see these nice thick roots, see the petrified wood. Yeah, I reckon that's my plan going forward. That didn't turn out too bad, so long as it recovers from that, because it looks god awful like that. But these are the steps we have to take, aren't they? Righto, root over rock ficus. That's it for that one for probably, I don't know, maybe a few months. Come back and have a look at him when he's shot some new branches. Once they start to shoot, we won't be able to leave it very long, because otherwise they'll just grow and be thick and no good. We've got to really get them to divide when they're short, because we don't want the canopy to be very high. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.